Greetings and salutations, Relaxed Gamer Nation, and welcome back to Automations Unleashed with me, Relaxed Gamer, and welcome back to the Droni launch platforms. Yes. We are going to probably populate these, but I discovered something after playing a little bit while I was building a few other things. I'll show you those in a moment. This is a different Droni. This is a modified Droni with other guns. The original Droni, or rather the original Gatling Droni, if you would, is very weak against anything for that matter. The bullets just don't do enough damage, and so I decided to modify Droni a bit here to take advantage of bigger guns. And they work decent, I guess. Is this about to launch, or what's going on here? Yeah, it's gonna launch in a little while here. It didn't have a lot of armor penetration. So what I have done, let's turn on creative mode, which I have for right now, is I brought out a new Droni. A Droni railgun fighter. Yep. Oh, crud. Shite. Okay, that's fine. I'll just put it over here, and I'll put it over here, and put it over here. Oh, I'm in the way. I saved the blueprint on the platform. That's fine. Let's just fix it, shall we? Let's see. Control Shift. Oh. Control C. Oh, I think I gotta disconnect it from the thingy first. Okay, I know Control Shift something does it. Oh, I could have just gone Control Shift C. That's fine. And let's just update the blueprint again. Here. Replace. Yes, please. I don't need the platform in the background. Thank you very much. Delete that. Don't need that. And let's go. Actually, what am I doing? Here we go. So it's built off of the Droni platform, though I kind of rebuilt it. It's still the same size. Around the same size anyway. Actually, I think it's a little shorter. Ready to lock. We'll just put that in right there, and that should shut down all the engines and stuff like that. Or not. Why do these have to be so difficult? Trigger now. Everything should be in here. Whatever. But let me get some light on the subject here. I built the bed over here. Okay, so here we go. We have a Droni, a railgun. So it's basically the same Droni. Same overall Droni design, though I have to do a little bit of coloring, I think. Well, I've done some coloring. Whatever. The Droni design. So, but instead of having autocannons and assault cannons, it's got a singular railgun and some standard Gatling guns. Like I said, it's built off the same platform. I could have probably done better with this, but that's fine. And this is the Droni Evolved Mark IV or something. It's just Droni Railgun right now. It's got the same amount of thrusters. It might actually have a little less thrusters. Let's see, three. Yeah, it's got one less thruster, I think. That way, and I think it's got less lift thrusters. No, same lift thrusters. But it's got more down thrusters. So, yeah. So here's the next iteration of the Droni platform. It's a little shorter. It's about the same width. How I actually built this was I built it in a box. I built a box the size of our landing pad, actually one block in length less, and built it in the box to get the same size as this one so that I don't have to completely rebuild all these landing pads. It has no orders set up or anything like that. So there's that. It's got its stuff set up for the most part. There's a question to be blocked because I'm not sure what to use it for. I'll probably find a reason here later, maybe. It's got 3 batteries, 2 Gatling guns, 1 rail gun, saddle cockpit again. It's got a beacon in there. It's got the rail gun, remote control. It's even got an antenna somewhere up here. Doesn't really matter. It's got it. It's got stuff. So we are going to see how this fares against the variety of targets we have around here. Because this, with just the Gatlings, didn't fare too well. It, like, did barely any damage to anything. This one with the assault cannons and the auto cannons do a little bit more. But it's still pretty lacking in the damage department. This railgun should help out. I just have to be able to make the ammo. And railgun ammo requires uranium. And I think I have some uranium in the system. Or not. No, I have no uranium in the system. So, yeah. That's an oversight. Because the railguns require uranium. I might be able to slot a different size of railgun in there. But, like a weapon core railgun. But, yeah. Obviously, this one is perfectly fine right now. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does a lot more damage than the previous Droni. So, yeah. But, same platform. The docking thing is a little further forward. It's actually a little nose shorter. But that's beside the point. Okay. So, in the last episode, we built this this printer. You saw it in action, I think, in the last episode. I think I still have to do a bunch of reprogramming on the Droni stuff. Today, I want to... let's show you this thing first here. I built a thing. Because I had the wind turbine originally over here. And it was kind of interfering in my landing process. So I moved it over here. So it uses the catwalk blocks. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it is all the way down. Okay, cool. It's got the new, the scaffolding blocks. I felt like doing something with the scaffolding blocks. And we can go up here. I'm not going to slow you down here. Let's just zoom up here. You can get up there by walking without a jetpack, but it's a long ways up. And then we have this scaffolding with a catwalk block, which is nice, which takes us over to here, where if we need to do some work on the turbine, like repair it or whatnot, we can actually come over here and repair it. Or we can go all the way down here, get into it. Yeah, that's something I did a little bit off screen here. Just playing around with things. But I want to get our semi-subterranean living quarters in order here. I'm not too concerned at the moment for big ships attacking me, though I'm sure it will happen eventually. And I would like to have a protected area in which I could escape to. So that's what this is going to be. Well, semi-protected, because I'm still going to be out in the open for the most part. It's just going to be like heavily armored on the top. And I'll probably add in more turrets as well. Yeah. And we have a whole bunch of new blocks, all the inset blocks and such, which I can make use of. So that's going to be fun. It's going to take me a long time to get this designed, but we can start today with, guess what? A piston elevator. No, it's not there yet, but it will be. Yeah, a piston elevator. Yeah. We could probably set something up with event controllers and stuff like that too. But we got to put down blocks here first. So, well, that's what I'm going to do, and I will bring you back as soon as the piston elevator is in decent working order. I think I need these, I need those, and maybe some of those. Okay, that should do. Okay, I will see you guys shortly. Come on, get out of here. Alrighty, we are back. It's been a few days and a bunch of playing around for me to get this elevator sorted. Plus work and all that fun stuff. And I'm wondering why this is no longer doing its patrol stuff. Because it should. Be doing its patrol stuff. But I'm not entirely sure why it's not. Whatever. I'll play around with that some other time. This is gonna be the new Droni eventually. But that's another thing I gotta play around with. Okay, so what I've done in the last couple of days here was work, and work. And I got this thing also built. This is a elevator. It took me a little while to build this because I had to build some tunneling equipment in order to get the pistons where I want them to go. It has 4 pistons. All the pistons are calibrated. So the top piston is calibrated for this floor, and the bottom in the second piston, there's 4 pistons here, the second piston is calibrated for the bottom floor. So if we push the button, it shakes a little bit, but it's actually not bad. Do, 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 do. Now I need to get one of those speaker things in. And here we are. Bottom level. And this is where our housing stuff is going to get sorted. We need to put a switch in here, to elevator call switch in here. I'm not going to stick with the yellow. I'm just using it temporarily. Just to make my mind think, oh, this is construction. It's under construction and stuff and such. But let me send the elevator up here. Let's go groups. Let's go elevator pistons and reverse. And there it goes. It's a large block elevator, as you can see. And it actually fits in there pretty good considering. So I had to do a bit of drilling in here to get this piston, these 4 pistons sorted out. And then once I got that sorted out, then I could actually build the elevator on top of it. I'm using these light armor slopes and the light armor corner split 2-1-1 base. This is from one of the armor mods, the extra blocks mods that I have. And I think it fits in quite nicely. The other thing could do here is put in a different block. Obviously. I have not set up sensors or event controllers yet. I'm intending to do that. Maybe put a sensor out here to detect that subgrid when it gets in line, and then it'll open these doors. And the same thing down here. I'll put a sensor probably somewhere. Maybe right here or lower. Haven't entirely decided, but it's going to be sensor driven. Oh, you are... I replaced you. Do, 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 do. So it moves relatively fast. I got each one of these pistons going at 0.75 speed. It could go faster, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. And it, for the most part, is pretty flush to the floor. I can't get it much flusher to the floor. So there's that. It's pretty flush to the floor. Now, these slopes and stuff are part of the elevator car, while the windows are part of just the elevator enclosure. And yeah, there's the elevator. Nice, huh? It's a pretty roomy elevator, which is nice. Instead of just a one person elevator, it's got a bit of room in there, and it uses all large blocks instead of blast door blocks. Thanks to Keen's fixing of the collision thing many patches ago. I usually keep away from elevators, but here we are. I guess what I could do is I could... Piston, you are the slow piston, okay. Let's go 0.5 on you. Right, yeah. Then this is our... This is a piston that lowers according to According to the bottom floor here, we'll bring this up to 0.5, and then these pistons we will set to 1. It might make it a little faster. Actually, I think that piston needs to slow down a bit more because it's actually shorter. This piston... We'll do that. I don't know how far I can go with the speed on this. Ooh, what did I do? I think I broke something. Eek. Okay. We need to up the torque. Is it this one? Pistons allowed to apply force, blocking object. And I'll just do this one as well. Should be fine. It's slow. I don't know how many runs this can do before it explodes. It should be fine. Uh-oh. Minus. Should be fine. It may explode eventually. Just a forewarning. Yeah, the pistons are all set up, except for the bottom one, to share inertia tensors. So we shouldn't have too much issues with that. But anyway, this is going to be our lower level. We're going to dig into the hill a little bit here to give me a bit of extra room. I'm just going to put these in here. Now, I was actually thinking of putting in a maintenance ladder here, but I'm not entirely sure where I'd be able to work it. Fit it or whatnot. So it's probably not going to get a maintenance elevator. I think that's perfectly fine because if we need to maintain the piston, we can just send this up and then go down and maintain the piston. So it should be fine. The same with this. If we need to maintain something in here, which I don't think we'll ever need to do, we can do that. Which I think I'm going to change these. Same style, but go that way. Will this cause an issue? Probably. Let's see. It should be fine. Yeah, that works. Did it cause any issues here? Yeah, it did. Did cause a little bit of an issue. Okay. So we'll get rid of that. Yeah, it's not a turbo elevator. Could get rid of this. And put in a light panel instead. Boom. Hopefully it doesn't explode. But it could. I just have to accept it. No, the mechanism's set up. Cool. Cool. Okay. Let's change the color. I don't know what color to change to. That's my problem. I could probably just keep my same typical white that I've been using in this series. White plastic. Now this elevator tunnel will likely be changing because when I put a roof on, things will move. I might actually put the roof up here, like a really tall roof. Yeah, I might do that. Oh, I need parts. You're doing it. You're still doing it. Why? It's doing some of this stuff right, but I'm not entirely sure what's going on with my event controller. Because recharge, drone connector off, flight move on, recorder task on, motion controller, registers on, precision mode off, collision avoidance off, AI behavior on, rearm on, recharge on, toggle block off, toggle block off. Okay. Turn that on, turn that on. Autopilot on. And it should go do stuff. Theoretically. Or to fall out of the sky and blow up. One or the other. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, I needed parts. And then I got sidetracked with Droni. As you do. Kinda want to have the beams exposed like that. Then we want a couple of air vents over here to bring in fresh air. One, two, three, 4. Go 5. Because then I can run a single pipe from here. Those are all connected to each other. This is actually going to be a lot of space. I'm not against it. I like lots of space. I'm going to have to get rid of that button. I'll do a little bit more here. And then we'll probably call it a video. I have no tools. Well, I do have tools on me, but they're not the right tools. Tools. Fine. We'll bring this out over. I need to do a drill here. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, this is gonna look pretty nice when it's done, theoretically. It's really hard to say right now on how nice it will look. I might actually do a step down here. No, I don't think that'll work. So we have all this stuff. So I think we'll stick with what we have there. Yeah. These are going to be filled in. I'm not quite sure entirely which block I'm going to fill it in with, but they're going to be filled in. Do these. I'll go along the spine there. No, I want them visible. How visible? You know what? Let's just go up one here. And then we'll do a drill here. We'll go straight across. And we'll fill it in with blocks. Yeah. These are too much. They're going to get on the way. Okay. Well, that's going to be it for this video. We got a bit of work done. We got this elevator put together. Droni is... Why are you out there? Why are you not doing anything? You're searching for enemies. That's nice. Oh. Did I have the wrong lock on? Well, let's see what Droni's gonna do here. I'm kind of curious. Why is it like floating kind of? It's not like staying stationary floating, it's just sitting there. So you're looking for enemies. Do you find anything? Two, one. So it moves to the location that's within my, what, my bubble of 50 to 1500, I think I have set up. 250 to 1500. Then it goes from point to point to point. The offensive block looks around, sees if there's any enemies. And then once it finds enemies, it'll go after it. Otherwise, the basic block will go to another idle point. Because I have wander when idle. Oh, where are you going? Did you spot something? Oh. Still wondering. I think it's still wandering. Yeah, it's wandering. So there's nothing within 3.5 kilometers of my base that Droni is interested in causing trouble with. Droni, you're getting... Okay. You're getting awfully close to the ground there. might be my fault. Okay. Well, let's just auto-trigger the resupply, which should turn the A off combat behavior off. Start the docking procedures. Turn the event controller rearm off and the event controller recharge off. Turn the motion controller to crying. Change the inset light to blink. Turn the beacon on. Turn the connector on. And turn the basic task block off. Is there more? No, that's it. Okay. Let's trigger now. Boop. 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 Then it should be going to its docking location. Actually, I should be able to see that on the bar. Yeah, it's got the docking bar up. It turned the block on, the connector on, which is good. It did not turn the basic task block off. Oh no, because that's AI behavior off. Maybe that's what was going on? Collision avoidance is currently on. Precision is on. Collision avoidance is still on. Why? That should not be on. I think I screwed something up in the pathing. And it is docked. Sweet. Alrighty, well, that's going to be it for this video. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, as always, and I will see you guys in the next one. In the next video, we're going to do some more work on this. I'm going to, in between videos, drill out some things. Yeah, drill out some things. And start getting our our living quarters and such in order. Yeah. So I'm going to drill this out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.